and welcome. Today we're going to go through what I eat in a day. So, I am very lucky to have found a great friend who also happens to be a precision nutrition certified coach. Check out her Instagram here, it's Deb. So Deb has kindly accepted to working with me, and we have started 2 weeks ago. So right now we're on the cycle 1 meal plan, and today I wanted to take you through what do I eat in a day on this first 4 weeks of eating. So before we get started, I want to talk through a little bit about what the goal is for what Deb and I are working towards. So my goal this year is to compete as a 64 kilo weightlifter at a competition. It's a total of 8 kilos this year before I'm able to compete as a 64 kilo weightlifter. That's a lot, especially when I'm concerned about keeping my strength as well. Already starting me off at a deficit where I should lose about a pound a week. And so what the meal plan is that I'm eating about 1,945 calories per day on average. And the macro percentages are the following. You can also see them here. The way that Deb has devised the plan is also helping me figure out the foods that I can eat for each of these meals. It's so handy. Like, I can't tell you how much easier it is when I already have a meal plan planned out from her perspective about what she thinks is best given her knowledge and expertise. Alright, so I'm going to put some videos up here of me making my food throughout the day, and let's get started with meal 1. Meal 1 is definitely my favorite meal. It's more like a breakfast meal and has oats, non-dairy yogurt, vegan protein powder, berries, and nut butter. These are all of my favorite things, and I will never get bored of this. As you can see, like, sometimes the powder is a little bit more, but it's really good. So let's move on to meal number 2. Meal number 2 is a meal that is plant-based, but most resembles something like scrambled eggs. It has 100 grams of firm tofu scrambled with coconut aminos, and I like to put garlic powder and turmeric on it. It makes it really tasty. And then after it has been heated up, I'll put some nutritional yeast and then have 2 rice cakes on the side. For this day, I did not have the rice cakes, so instead I looked up what had the same nutritional value in terms of the macros, and it so happened that 1/4 cup of oatmeal had the same, so I put some cinnamon in that with water. And this meal, it's important with the nutritional yeast because it's a source of B12 vitamins, which I might not be getting if I'm not eating much meat, since that is the source. Also, if I am more hungry during this meal, I'll have a banana as well. And I love bananas, so it's hard to say no. Let's start talking about meal number 3 and 4. So these are very similar, and they have a protein source, 1 or 2 carb sources, and then usually 150 grams of mixed veggies. And this is so good. This is sort of a bowl that I like to make, and in the past 2 weeks I've eaten a lot of salmon or tuna with these meals, and sometimes I'll try to incorporate a plant-based protein such as black bean burgers or something similar into my bowl, and it's been pretty delicious. So this meal is my favorite. I usually have it around 4 or so p.m. before training, and then have one after. Okay, and here is meal number 5. It seems more like a snack to me, so it is 1 apple and the powdered peanut butter stuff. Now, I've never been a peanut butter kind of gal, but this stuff is pretty delicious, and I can see the appeal to eating it with apples or bananas that I've done in some cases. And it's good to have some sort of meal that I can have when those cravings hit throughout the day. Deb did tell me that this is generally for after training to promote recovery because it's high in carbs, but it's so delicious I usually can't wait to eat it during the day. So as of right now, there seems to be no problem with maintaining my strength. And this could be because it's in the first 2 weeks of the meal plan itself. And you can see here.
Good.
I just PR'd my my power clean this week, so that's very exciting. So that's the number one thing, is maintaining strength while eating on a deficit program. And so far, it's been good. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is, does it get boring eating the same thing every day? And for me, it actually makes things easier. And I think also this is because, as you can see through the meal items, it's very varied. So throughout the day, you're not eating the same thing. Like, it's not just broccoli, rice, and chicken. But the meals are so varied that it doesn't feel boring. I feel like I'm eating a ton of different variety in my nutritions. And also, it is easier to grocery shop since I know exactly what I'll be eating for the next week during this 4-week cycle. So I'm interested to see what the results are and how we change it going into the next cycle. So during the first 2 weeks, I have lost a bit of weight, and it seems like this is working and that I am on a deficit. So here you can see a chart of the first 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes in the future, in the next 2 weeks, and then I'll make another video about the next meal plan and the results of the first 4 weeks, including before and after photos, to really understand what's going on. So again, after this whole video, I just wanted to give another shout out to my nutrition coach, Deb. Her Instagram is here if you want to follow her for tips and tricks and just general awesomeness. She has really facilitated this process for me up until now, and I look forward to working with her for the next few months to reach my goal. So thank you all for watching, and see you next week. Bye!